c'è bella machine, very good, it's a very good car.
Very nice car, bella macchina, very nice.
That she'll move. Yeah, it shifts very nicely, drives nicely. You gotta put more miles on this thing.
I do, and I'm going to. That's my pledge.
Welcome to the episode of Jay Leno's Garage, the car featuring today 1989 Porsche Speedster. This was a reincarnation of the original Porsche Speedster that came out in the 50s that Max Hoffman introduced. At the time, Porsches were quite expensive, as they are now, but they was not as familiar to most Americans. So Max Hoffman, who was kind of a marketing genius, he brought in the Mercedes Gull. He brought all these European cars and Alphas, everything, to introduce them to the American market. But because the Porsches are so expensive, he asked the fact, can you make a Speedster version, lightweight, no windows, windshield that pops off so people can go racing? And that's what they did. And it was a less expensive alternative. Of course, now it's completely opposite. When I was in high school and college, my brother bought a Speedster for $800. He fixed it up. 5 or 6 years later, I told the story before, he sold it for $1,200. My father thought he was a genius. He goes, why would $1,200 for a little thing like that? You got to be crazy, you know. It's just very funny, but it just shows you how the whole Porsche mystique has changed. Because you used to buy these for next to nothing, you know, and it wasn't until years later realized the Speedster was the one to have. So this one they brought back. This belongs to my neighbor. You know, where we are in Burbank, I think I was one of the first people here, God, over 35 years ago now, build a garage and have cars. And a lot of collectors and guys have come into the neighborhood, as this gentleman does. His name is Rino Romano. He's a voiceover artist. He does a lot of promos. Did all the promos for the Tonight Show.
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact. Rino, nice to see you, my friend.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, Jay.
Now, how long you had this car?
I've had this car for almost 15 years.
Okay.
It's a low mileage example. It's pristine. It's my pride and joy. It's kind of a bit of a garage queen,
yeah,
which I'm not really fond of saying. These cars are meant to be driven. But I've always loved this car, and I wanted one for years and years because crazy cousin Luch had this car. He's had it for almost 30 years, my Italian cousin Luch, and I always just loved the look of it. And I had another older 911 in '85, and I wanted one, and I wanted one, and I finally picked one up, and
what was this? Was this a 2-year model, it came out in '88?
Well, it was actually, my understanding is it was 1 year. It was an '89 Speedster.
Oh, okay.
They made approximately 2,100 worldwide. 800 and change, low 800s came to the U.S. I believe this is one of those examples. There were some narrow body examples, but the bulk of them were turbo look, M491 option, but also with upgraded suspension and brakes.
Right, right. And it has obviously glass windows and a top and...
Yeah, well, it's funny because it's got basically roll-up windows, so they tried to conserve weight in every way. In fact, AC delete was very common. This car does not have AC, but even the radio was an option that you could, for the same money, not get a radio. But this car comes with a, I think
so for the same money, you could not get a radio.
That's correct.
What a bargain that is.
You and I both, like, nah, I'll take the radio and then take it out.
Okay, that's funny. But the windshield does not come off.
No, it does not, to my understanding. But it's interesting you mentioned the windshield. It's one of the things that make the car look as interesting as it does. It's lower than the standard 911.
Yeah, it's a bit more raked, isn't
and it's
it?
raked.
Yeah.
It's also, I believe, the same windshield. This is an interesting little tidbit of trivia that was on a late 90s race car, the GT1, I believe is what it was called. I'm not 100% sure, but this windshield came from there. And God forbid you ever chip this thing because it would cost an arm and a leg to replace it. I imagine, yeah. I don't want to know. I don't want to find out.
Right.
Put it that way.
And it has what, 3.2? That was the motor.
I believe it's a 3.2 and approximately 240 something horsepower. So not all that much by today's standards, but it's a more than capable car. In fact, it's a blast to drive. It's basically old technology, but not old technology. It's an homage to the 356 visually, and I think it's spectacular.
Yeah, oh, it is, and no no turbos or anything like that.
No, sir, naturally aspirated.
Right.
Six,
Very nice.
flat six.
Nice. Obviously, four-wheel discs. It's still '89, so 89 seems like last Thursday to me, but I realize now it's a long time ago.
You and me both.
I know, it's funny. It's funny. Now this top, how does that, so it just comes up and the top comes over?
It's pretty intricate. The clamshell comes up.
Oh, this way, okay.
Yeah, it comes up. The top basically unfolds, unfurls, sits up, the clamshell comes down, and then the top goes back over top of it, like the original car, and it snaps onto these little, these little snaps right here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, very nice.
And also another little interesting thing about the roof is that even in the owner's manual, they call it a novelty item. They don't call it a novelty item, but the idea being that it's not waterproof. So it's not meant for rain. It's just meant for emergency purposes only. So they don't want to, they disavow any liability. Oh yeah.
That seems so un-German to me. Okay.
Yeah, they don't want any liability.
And how many miles on this example?
This little baby has 2,600.
That's all.
It's a brand new 1989 car. So it's a 35-year-old new car, which, again, I believe in driving the cars, but at the same time, this thing was so perfect that I was like, so I've driven it sparingly. The car's probably been serviced more than it's been driven, lovingly by my mechanic, Tony Callis, and it's been well cared for. I love it, but I've decided that I'm going to start driving it more.
I don't know why. I mean, you could put 20,000 more miles on it, it would still be a low mileage car. And that's the thing about Porsche. Another thing I like about Porsche and Corvette, people drive them. You know, whenever you read the shootouts in Road and Track or Car and Driver, the ones that always show up are Porsche and Corvette. And you know, and guys brag about, I got 118,000, I got 80,000. Exact opposite of what a lot of exotic car guys do.
Exactly, and I'll tell you what else. The car is a very, not only capable car, it's a very easy drive. The 911s of the era are fantastic cars to daily drive. They love being driven, in my experience, because I've had some other ones.
Yeah.
And I was going to say that the thing about a car like this that's collectible, I find it interesting that because they're never driven, they're rarely seen, and therefore their quote-unquote collectability goes down because they're not universally known. I think if more people saw them, they would, because people that know the car, they know it. And those that don't.
I mean, the term Porsche Speedster is well known to everybody. I mean, if you're even not knowledgeable auto enthusiast, you just know that because the legend and the stories and all of that. Yeah.
But this particular car, the 89, to me is the most beautiful. They did another Speedster homage. This was, I believe, the 25th year anniversary to the initial Speedster. They did another run in 93. I think it was lower numbers. But to me, that body style wasn't quite as attractive.
Well, this is still a lot of safety features and structural things you don't have to meet in 89.
Oh, exactly. Very, very basic and linear. No airbag, just 5 dials like in the classic 911 style.
Yeah, you are the airbag.
Correct.
The way it works.
Correct.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, let's take a look at the engine compartment. Can we see that?
Of course.
And what's the gearbox?
I believe that, well, it's a G50 gearbox, and I believe that this was the 3rd year of that particular gearbox.
Okay.
5-speed.
Well, there's, boy, nice clean engine compartment. Look at that.
Yeah, there's a tiny bit of corrosion on it, otherwise perfectly pristine.
You've got the red oil filter to match the, very nice.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Yeah, very cool. What's the horsepower on this?
I believe it to be approximately 250, a little less, 240 something.
No, that's great. I have a light car, so it's got to move along very well.
Yeah, by today's standards, you know, not a fast car, but just a delight to drive. They're really wonderful.
Nice. And are the struts gone? Is that where you're holding with your hand?
Yeah, these cars are
like
notorious.
Trying to give the impression not really holding it, like it's staying up on its own.
It's like my child.
Hey, wait a minute.
This is like my child. It's fine. What do you mean, Jay? It's perfectly. Yeah, no, these struts, I've had a couple of other older 911s. They always go in the front and back. They're gas struts, and they just, even brand new, they just sit, and then they eventually sort of lose their power. Yeah. So I'm standing here holding it.
All right, okay. Well, good. You can put it down now. Okay, we got an idea what she looks like. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
And of course, the big 80s bumpers.
That's right, the bumperettes, I think they call them, but I think they look fantastic. This is my favorite Porsche body style, the quintessential 80s yuppie thing, and I just...
Now, the European model did not have the big rubber bumpers, right?
I gotta be honest, I don't know. I'm not...
Because you could probably get a set without the rubber bumpers on it.
I don't know, but I'm guessing that this might have been how they federalized them or
brought
them
yeah,
to the
that
States,
is how,
right?
that's why it was there. Very nice. You got the big fender flares.
Yeah, again, this is the turbo look, which was quintessential in this car. And there was a limited number that came in the narrow body, but very limited. And frankly, even though they're quote unquote more collectible, I personally have no interest. I think this is just the whole modus operandi of this car is that sort of swoopy, sexy, feminine.
I like turbo look. It just sounds, it's such an un-Porsche-like phrase.
It's not a turbo, but it's turbo look.
Yeah, it's like having a rolled up sock in your pants. And you're like, oh, it's impressive until, then you have to use it and you go, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not false advertising.
False advertising, that's right.
But it looks like a turbo, Jay.
Yeah, no, it really is immaculate. The paint is unbelievable. That's the original paint, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The car is all original.
Just looks great. But you have other Porsches as well, right?
I have a couple of other, may have another couple of cars, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a Porsche sort of daily driver or close to daily driver?
You know, I have a 1996 993 twin turbo, which
very nice.
I love, thank you. And I do pretty much daily drive that car.
And you like the
That's a driver.
air-cooled. You like the air-cooled cars.
I love the air-cooled cars. They're my jam, as the kids say.
Now, why is that different for you from the water-cooled cars?
It's a good question. I think it's just a preference, but to me, that's what a Porsche was and is. And even though
there's less maintenance, you hear that ringing in the cylinders.
What's interesting, you should say, when you talked about the way the engines sound, I mean, I'm no mechanic and no expert, but what I love about these cars is you can tell their health by listening to them. I mean, I love cars. I'm a car nut. So whenever I hear one of these things go by, my head's on a swivel. I hear them and I go. But what's interesting about it is when they drive by, the sound of them, you can tell what kind of shape they're in. You go, nah, the car's garbage. Yeah. Or, no, the car's rough. Or, ooh, that's a nice one.
Are we about ready to take it for a ride?
Yeah.
We got to put a couple of miles on it.
For you, Jay, anything.
I appreciate. Well, yeah, it'll be a thrill. I've never driven one of these. I've always been fascinated by them. So cool. Let's give it a shot.
It's a little low.
Yeah, easy to get into though.
Not bad.
Boy, I like this. You sit nice. Boy, you sit nice and low.
Your head's barely above the.
I like this wheel. Is this a stock wheel?
It was an option on the car. It's a 930 turbo wheel, but it came with this particular car. The clutch on this isn't too bad. It's a little stiff, but it's not crazy.
Oh, I don't find it bad. You know, I've got an airplane engine, so I'm not stiff clutch is the least of it. Boy, it's very tight, you know. I mean, structurally, it just feels like a solid piece, like a brand new car.
Yeah, she rides really nice.
Yeah, wonderful car.
And again, we were talking about how linear and simple the design is. The five dials, even the way they're sort of balanced with the big one in the middle. I just love this car.
No, it's a great car.
I feel like a proud dad, you know?
They still bring a premium, the Speedsters?
They do. The market varies, but they're very quote-unquote collectible, and so they've gone up quite a bit. I got lucky. I bought mine when they weren't too expensive yet. But you'll appreciate this. Again, Cousin Luch gets mad when they go up in value. He's had his for 30 years. I said, look, what are you getting mad for? Your car's worth more. He goes, yeah, but now when I got to get a part, it costs too much.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Exactly. She pulls right. She's
very nice.
Up yet.
Very nice. Boy, it does feel like a brand new car. Really very nice.
It is. It's weird, right? It's an old new car. In my business, you know, with audio equipment, sometimes you can find stuff, they call it new old stock. I guess in cars too, right?
Yeah. I remember the old days, we used to tell speakers, they used to put rocks at the bottom of the display units. People go, ooh, he's heavy, he must be very good.
To impress people.
Yeah.
I remember the old days when the cassette deck would open slowly with, this is a good one, it's fancy. It opens slowly on the eject.
Bella machine, very good. It's a very good car.
Very nice car, bella macchina, very nice. I wish my dad were still alive. He was a barber 40 years. You know, you signed an autograph for him 100 years ago. Margaret used to work for you. She was your hairstylist or something.
Oh, Margaret, yeah.
Yeah, in the late 90s. You signed it and he kept it on in his station. You did a little sketch and it was always up there. I still have it. She runs pretty good, right?
Oh, very good.
And that sound I was talking about, like it's like a steam engine, or not steam engine, sorry, like a steam locomotive. It just like kind of spools up. I suppose like any engine, but it's got a particular sound.
Very nice.
I feel like a mom whose kid, like, look, Jay, look how he's doing in school. He's good, right, Jay? Right? Yeah, he's driving good. Tell him he's good. You tell Mr. Leno how good you drive. I did the Super Mario Brothers movie. I played Uncle Tony.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a couple of nice scenes, but it made me laugh because, you know, they hired me because I'm Italian, and my cousins were very impressed. They said, hey, you know, you're in the Super Mario Brothers. But I said, yeah, I'm playing my dad and your dad and all of our dads. Basically derisive, like, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what you do, like, oh, yeah, you're a plumber. Yeah, we seen the commercial. We seen you on TV. Yeah, and then when no one's around, when you're not around, yeah, we see him. He's on the TV, my son, on the television. But when you're around, yeah, right, you're on TV. Big
I always
deal.
like Italians that make singles plural and plural singular. The car's got transmissions. It's got four wheel.
What city?
We're in Italy.
My parents were both from a little town an hour outside of Rome, between Rome and Naples, dead center of the boot. It's called Sauda.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Dad, Isola de Lidi, and Mom, Cardinello. Two little towns.
Yeah.
Satellite towns of the same, slightly bigger town. You guys are Avellino, I think, yeah?
Avellino, yeah.
Beautiful.
From Aria.
Jay, what city in the States did you grow up in?
Born in New Rochelle, New York, and then when I was 9, my family moved to Andover, Massachusetts, about 30 miles north of Boston.
You know, I heard a guy say about this particular model, we were talking one time, and he said, you know, this car suffers the same fate as those, he said that 1976, I think it was, the Corvette, the pace car. The official pace car, the Corvette, that black and silver one.
Yeah.
He goes, they were quote unquote so collectible that no one ever drove them. They put them in their garages and they kept them, and therefore they never really accrued any value, and they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, what value? You know what
like
I mean?
people that bought their first Vipers thinking they're going to hang on to them.
And really for what? To basically, you know, one day sell them for more money. They're meant to be enjoyed. And I feel bad saying that because I'm a guy who's kept this car pristine, but I want to take it around a little more. I liked watching your segment with David Lee in the F-50.
Oh, yeah.
The car has like 3 miles on it. And he looked like he was going to be sick.
How many miles do you have on both these? You use these were like 3,000 miles.
About
3,000.
Actually, that's, for a cut-down windshield, it works very well. You don't get much buffeting here. It's
Not too
actually
bad.
No, very good.
I wonder if the actual humps maybe help that along.
Don't know.
People must ask you all the time, what are your favorites in your collection? You must love them all.
You know, I like everything. Sometimes driving an old slow car is fun. You know, it all depends.
Was I wrong about, you know, some of those cars that they say they're engaging? It's the experience is so, well, yeah, because you're thinking about 800 things so you don't either blow it up or get killed.
Oh, right, exactly. Very nice.
She'll move.
Yeah, it shifts very nicely, drives nicely. You got to put more miles on this thing.
I do, and I will.
Especially in this weather, it's perfect.
Yeah,
Another
absolutely.
2 months, it'll be too hot to drive in the summer. You know?
You're right. And I'm going to. That's my pledge.
Are you on the road a lot?
Not too bad, not too much, but I'm starting to be a little more, making some appearances at conventions and things like that. I was going to make the joke, you know, I'm going to put more miles on it. 3.
Yeah.
Have you driven any of the old 356 bathtub cars?
Well, I got one, my Carrera. The build quality is amazing. Yeah, I love them. I think great.
It's funny when they say of those older cars, they have so much character, and they absolutely do. But sometimes I feel like it's almost like a euphemism. Like, she's got a nice personality.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, because they're beautiful to look at, but to drive, they're like, it's, you know, 70-year-old technology.
That's right. You got to remember, most of those cars are built in the halfway point. You know. Did you ever drive one of the original bathtub type Speedsters?
I have not.
I mean, they're like 60 horsepower. I'd be curious to get your opinion.
Have you driven a lot of 911s? Some like different models, different years?
Yeah, quite a few.
The older ones mostly?
Quite a few. I prefer the older ones. I like my 71. I like the air-cooled ones.
How do you feel about the newer cars in general? Just in general?
It's okay. You just can't do anything to them.
And they're also
only
so
toolkit
complicated.
is the cell phone. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I always have this thought, and it's a recurring thought, that no matter how nice the car or how sweet or collectible or beautiful, I feel like I just can't imagine anyone owning those cars 20 years later. Like if something goes wrong with it, like how do you fix any of that stuff? Even the super hypercar, I guess if the super hypercars are so valuable that it's worth, you know, fixing them, but the medium level cars, I just can't imagine, like if you got to pull everything out just to get to anything.
Well, you know, we just redid my Countach. Oh my God.
Really?
Italian wiring.
Yikes.
You know, I've been driving that car for 40 years, so it's got about 70,000 on it. There's a lot of parts in this car that you recognize from other Porsches. Like the wheels are from the 930, is that correct?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, okay. And this is from the 930, right?
Yep, the steering wheel is as well, and it had an upgraded suspension and upgraded brakes, cross-drilled rotors.
I remember in '76, I think that was the first year of the turbo, it was 260 horsepower. And there was talk that the government wanted to ban the car because it was too fast and too dangerous. 260
Plenty by today's standards, right?
Yeah. But it's very light. I mean, it carries itself well.
Yeah, I believe it's...
How much lighter is this than the Cabriolet model?
I don't know exactly, but somewhere in the vicinity of 100, 150 pounds lighter than the actual Cabriolet.
Yeah. Oh, that's... I mean, you really can't feel it. A company came by with some carbon fiber wheels. They were like 13 pounds or something. And we put them on. It actually made a difference on the 911. You could actually feel it.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember hearing or reading something about even inside the door, they sort of, I don't really know exactly what they removed, but they tried to save the weight all around to, again, pay tribute to the Speedster, which did the same thing, the original Speedster. Yeah, these G-body cars, again, the look of them are my personal favorite. 85 through 89, and then the 993s, 95 through 97 are my personal favorite. 97 officially being the last of the air-cooleds.
Did you ever
I think 98, forgive me.
Did you ever want to get a 356?
You know, they're so beautiful, but frankly, I mean, I love looking at them, but I never really lusted after one to own it.
Have you ever driven one?
No, I've never driven one.
Yeah.
I think they're gorgeous, but I think for me, more trouble than they're worth.
Yeah. Any other German cars or just Porsches?
I'm a fan of the Porsches and the Italian cars. German and Italian cars are my thing.
No Ferraris though, eh?
Well, maybe.
Oh, you have a Ferrari, don't you?
Maybe not. I may or may not have. I cannot confirm or deny.
Right.
You know what it is? It's what you say sometimes. You know, you could buy a Ferrari back in the day, not that long ago, for $30,000. If you're like, oh, it's a Ferrari, like, that's 30 grand. It's less than your Honda. But people lose their minds. You know, like, oh my God, he's got a Ferrari. So I like to just. Yeah, but I do love the Italian marques. I love Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can never quite make a go of it in the States.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. They just always seem to sort of miss the mark for some reason.
Well, it's a bit like Citroën, you know. Anybody, you got a Shell station, you'll be a car dealer. Yeah, go ahead. You know, and you could sell Citroëns out of your Shell station. You know. You know, backup is not good, and parts and service and.
Yeah, the Alphas, I don't know, they're a fantastic company with such a rich history, but for some reason, again, like you say, they just always seem to be right there, but just not right there.
Missed the mark. That last two-seater Alfa they had there, they came out with the 8C?
Yeah, the 8C.
That looked beautiful, but instead they gave us the 4C?
The 4C, which to me was a better car than the 8C.
Yeah, but it didn't look as good, did it?
I beg to differ.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I really love the 4C.
It looked truncated to me. It looked like...
You know what's funny about that car? You're exactly right. It looks spectacular from most angles, and then all of a sudden you see it, and it looks like, again, like a really, really beautiful thing, and then all of a sudden with little stumpy legs or something. Right, it just looks a little weird, like they smushed it together.
Right, yeah.
You go, oh yes, oh yes, oh yeah, oh. But I happen to be a fan. Because I may or may not
I understand.
also have a 4C. 33 Tributo.
Perfect day for a car like this.
Gorgeous.
About 65 degrees, whatever it is. Get just enough engine heat.
You know, when you were talking about safety. I have a Fiat 600 Multipla.
Oh yeah.
It's like a little clown car.
Yeah, that thing is great.
Yeah, super interesting, cute little car, the original minivan.
I remember seeing it, yeah.
I had the greatest comment, because you basically sit on top of the front wheel, like you're sitting in front of it almost, and the windshield's at your face. And I had a friend come and visit and saw it once. He said, Jesus, because you don't want to get into an argument, you don't want to get into an accident in this car. He says, geez, you are the crumple zone.
That's right. And plus,
you're literally the crumple zone.
When you have an accident, you're the first one on the scene. You're right there. You are the scene.
Yeah. It's funny because it's true. I love that sound.
Well, Reno, thank you very much for bringing this car. It really is a rare gem. You've kept it just beautiful.
Thank you, Jay. It's an honor for me to be here. Thank you.
You need somebody to put some miles on it. Let me know and take care of you.
Like they say, I was saving it for you.
Yeah, there you go. But a very nice job. Maybe
Thank
bring
you.
that Millicento over. We'll shoot that one. That would be fun too.
Yeah, I'd love to.
But listen, good to see you, my friend.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for preserving a piece of history. See you guys next week.